Well, the more valuable you are to your business, the less valuable your business is. You hear me say it all the time, but it's true.
Yeah, and that's the founder's paradox. And it stings, right? Because the more valuable you are in your business, the less valuable your business is.
And I hear people all the time, they're just so proud about how valuable they are. And it sounds backwards because isn't being indispensable a good thing is what they're asking.
Yeah, and you would think that. You want yourself to be indispensable. But really, if every sale has to run through you and then everybody has to go through you, you become the bottleneck, right? And so everything is attached to you. You're never able to set it up for a plan to sell, and it can't scale without you.
Yeah, because you're the bottleneck. So you've got to get yourself to a place where you break out of this cycle.
And there's the easy way to do it. And we've done it multiple times. And here's what we do. We take a whiteboard and we take sticky notes. And we put the sticky notes up on the whiteboard of everything that you're going to do. So you write all this out, you put it on there. And then what you do is you identify the person you could pass that off to. And so you can put their name here, put a sticky note with accounting, and then put that under Tina, right? And so you're watching accounting, you can pass that off to somebody else. So you do that over and over and you can pass it through. What you're going to find is you're going to say, well, this is one of the things I just don't want to let go of. And when you don't want to let go of it, we may not fight with you on it. You can hold on to that one thing, especially if you can get rid of all these other things.
Yeah, and you want to ask yourself, how do customers happen? How the promise gets delivered? And then just ask yourself, like he said, which ones could I just truly not give up, right? If you've got one or two, fine, keep that one, but the rest, one by one, you have to say, I can teach someone else how to do that. And something actually magical happens when a founder can actually see the value chain laid out. That's when the light bulb goes off. And so you want to make sure that you aren't the closer, the expert, the rainmaker. You kind of tie yourself to that. Like, oh, I'm the number one salesperson. Oh, I'm the number one rainmaker. You have to get out of that mindset. So it's less a systems problem and more of a who am I? Because they find their worth on everyone coming to them.
Right.
That's how they find their worth, and we have to just reframe that.
Yeah, and so ultimately, once you decide to put all those things on everyone else, you're going to be able to have that one or two things that you do. If I come in to buy your business and there's only one or two things you do, I see a huge value in that because I can replace those one or two things and you can be driving those things. There's nothing wrong with that. But I want you to picture it the other way. If you were a superstar athlete and you were going to go in and buy a football team, right? Are you going to go suit up and jump in and play every position on the field? No, exactly. You're not going to. And the same is if you're trying to do that now in your business, that's where you're becoming that problem.
Yeah, and it's like if you're a legend, you have to admit your best seat once you, like Tom Brady is a perfect example, right? Like if you like him, if you don't, it doesn't matter. He's off the field, right? And he has to admit right now his best seat is not the quarterback anymore. And his best seat is actually the owner's box, not down in the field. So instead of being MVP, most valuable player, he's now an owner of, where is he now? The Raiders?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he's the Raiders right now.
Yeah, it might have been. So, that's the thing. That's the secret. You want to get to the place where you're sitting up in the box, right? That's where the owner sits. They sit up in the box. They have the best view of the house. They see concessions. They see the field play. They see the coach. They see everything going on. And that is the best possible position for you setting up in your business.
Yeah, you want to get replaceable so that you are replaceable. You're from MVP to owner. That's the whole game. So if you want to follow more, this is our first session on this. We'd love to have you look at part 2.